Okay, so I wanted to wrap some of this up and see if it makes any sense here. We're going to do an assignment and you're going to write an informational paragraph, okay? And in the paragraph, you're actually going to provide at least one quotation from a real source, like a newspaper, magazine, or internet to support your paragraph. And you saw some of that in the content of what you need to do. And so we could put like a footnote of saying this is where it came from. So there's one quote that I want from somewhere else rather than just all your own stuff, okay? The topic I've chosen for you is why literacy is important. Okay, your audience is going to be towards adults, and the purpose is to provide information in a concise manner, nice short paragraph, all right? So first off, when you start thinking about it, brainstorm a few ideas you might want to include. It may not go the direction you want exactly, but get some ideas. All right, so brainstorming, is it about how to understand what's going on, or how to communicate better with others, or how to learn new things? Why do you need literacy? Okay, so you can do some research. And when you do the research, there's a little handout here that I've given saying, here's what you're going to do. If you did research and you want to quote something, just put it down where you got it, who the author was, what it was, if it was a book or magazine, if it was a website, okay, title or page of the website, and we're looking for the URL address. Now you can't, and that's the main one, and the date you accessed it. The other stuff about all this, the title, or the sponsoring group, you may not find it. So I'm really just happy if you say the article was about this, and this is the URL, and this is the date that I accessed it, because it can change over time. All right. So we're going to come back. Whoops. And you've found some quotes you might want to use. Next one, you're going to try and stick it together. All right. So we're looking to make this paragraph planning template, and the template looks, we've already seen it before, I think, sort of spacing things up, saying, all right, how am I going to break this up? Now, I would not try and write my topic sentence first. I'd try and get my main three ideas down, and how am I supporting, and just in point form right now, how am I going to support it, or what example I'm going to use. So maybe my idea one was about it's important to have literacy so you can understand what you read in the newspaper, on the internet, or anywhere you want. Like, pick something very specific, and then find out, is there some kind of evidence or support? And you can have a quote from somewhere and then something of your own, right? In paragraphs, we're going to say there's a main statement, and then there's an opinion about it as well, like why you think that's important. Don't just say, so I understand the internet. Do something specific underneath it as well. Next idea is about, I don't know if it's about so I can learn new things, or so I can communicate with others, whatever it's going to be, what kind of support. So just do it in point form right now and write it down in here, okay? And if you need to copy and paste this somewhere else, that's great, or if you just want to write it down, but give me the point form stuff first. All right, and don't try and write your topic sentence yet until you get all this finished. All right, and then you get your concluding statement will probably happen after you've figured out these three, and then you can go back and write the topic sentence to try and tie them together. So the ideas are separate, but they need to be about the same topic, and then come back and try and get them in the topic sentence so you can hint on what's going to happen. So again, from the other paragraph, I said, tell me what you're going to say. That's in here. Say it. That's here for these three reasons, and then tell me what you said. Is a little revision of what we already said. There's nothing new added in there. So I'm being really strict on how things are going to be written out here, okay? All right, so then we come back, and it says transform your outline into full sentences using that baconless tomato sandwich structure thing, but it doesn't matter. And they're giving some ideas of transition words that you can, as a result, also, again, here's some different ones you might use to try and tie things together. Consequently, however, in addition, those kind of things. Just some ideas of some words to kind of move things together. Oops, wrong one. Okay, and we'll keep moving down here. You're going to edit your own work, and you may want to ask a peer, whether or not it's in the class, but someone to edit your work using the paragraph writing checklist. And the paragraph writing checklist is quite good. It is the same thing, so sorry, there's lots of stuff here, hence the video, this is the checklist you can use, and your peer can use the same thing as well. Okay, so do it for yourself first. The topic sentence is in the first part of the paragraph. Well, that's a good idea. The main idea remains consistent throughout the paragraph. The main idea is restated in the final part of the paragraph. Did they do all this? All right, or did they start taking off in another direction? Supporting details are clearly related to the main idea. Remember that exercise you did where they were identifying which ones are allowed to be in the paragraph and which aren't? Because sometimes you go off on a tangent. Okay. You use transition words and a clearly defined topic, the level of language appropriate for the audience, and again, this is for adults. Did they have good sentence structure, correct grammar, verbs, spelling? Okay. and punctuation. So that's a nice checklist to use. And I want to see that in there, and you can copy and paste that in the same one. Revise your work, incorporating any changes or suggestions your partner or friend has done. And there's also another handout here if you wanted to, saying, I don't know, this one's all right. In your introduction, they're just giving you some ideas of good things or questions you might ask. Okay, I don't really like that one, but I'm leaving it in just in case you like it. And then you can submit your work to me. Okay. So again, the goal is to be clear and concise. A nice short paragraph is going to take a lot of planning, but you cannot start by just writing the paragraph. It never works. So I must see the paragraph planning template, and it should be in point form, saying what's the idea, idea 2, idea 3, and make sure they're all coming back to the main idea. Alright, and then the topic sentence and concluding statement, tie them back in together. Thank you.